Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come into the J Spot. We're placing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on Intellectual Radio.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my honorary co host, my son, NIU Drumline member. Hey, listen, author, aspiring model,
Getting my
but more
thing
importantly,
singing.
CEO of Delaware Inc. and class of 2021. My
Yes.
son Amir. Hey,
Yes.
Amir, how you doing?
How you doing, Miss J?
Good, and you?
I'm doing great.
Good. So, how does it feel?
Oh man, it feels so good. Man, I worked so hard these past 4 years. Man, I really do owe it to myself, and I deserve it to be in my last final year of college. I got two more semesters, and I'm ready to rock up out of that next year in December.
Rocking and rolling, rolling and rocking. Well, thank you so much for joining me. You guys, E will be here after the break. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And J is spelled Jay for all three. Guys, can you believe it? Christmas is next week.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, this is it. We are getting ready to tell 2020 goodbye.
Sayonara.
Like, oh my goodness, to me, it just still seems like it's just yesterday that we were celebrating your birthday back in March on that Thursday. That Friday, the world was just, it was a done deal. It's just like, oh my goodness, the world changed.
Yeah.
This COVID has come through and showed
It
its
had the
full
nerve to just
fledged.
happen right after my birthday. Now that's something to go down in the books right there, because that has never ever happened ever before, none whatsoever.
But guys, listen, it's been an amazing journey. I mean, I know, listen, there's a lot that we can complain about. There's so much stuff that has taken place through this year. But you know what, guys? If you are here, if you can hear my voice, if you can see me, that right there within itself is a lot for you to be thankful for, because you know what? So many people did not make it on this year.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
woo, it's like life has changed. We're wearing masks now. We're sanitizing our. Well, I was doing that anyway. Washing. Listen, that's something that we should always still be doing.
Yeah.
Once they do away with these masks, you still gotta wash your nasty hands. Like, don't
Yeah,
nobody want,
definitely.
like, you'd be surprised, especially sitting in traffic. I don't know if any of you all are like me, but I'm a watcher. I like to
Yes.
look at other people.
Yes. I don't know why she does this, but I I'm like, why are you looking at other people, focusing on what they doing in their own
I'm
car?
a watcher, so I need to figure out, like, why are you picking in your, like, I just need to know certain things that I just need
Because
to
it's their
know.
car, and they want. Hey,
But
they have
why
the
are you
freedom to
doing that?
dig in their
Like,
own nose.
yeah, but
That's
it's like,
them.
come on, man, it's just disgusting. So I just like to kind of figure out what people got going
This,
on, and
this
if
is what
you
happens when you
got a
watch other.
lot of
Yeah.
weird things going on in your car, and then I just always think, man, I hope that they're not going into the restaurant that I'm going into, and then they're going to be the ones to fix my food, and now everything is messed up because you've been digging tingleberries out of your nose, and now you drop all that crap. It's just not worth it. So you all listen. We should always
Sure,
be
a little
washing
bit of
our
that
hands
won't hurt.
and things of that nature. But guys, listen, this episode of the J Spot is being brought to you by Delaware
Delaware
Inc.
Inc.
Tell them how they can get a hold of you, Amir, on social media, and also how they can place an. Tell them how they can get a hold of you, Amir, on social media, and also how they can place an order.
Yes, follow me on Facebook at Delaware Inc. All capital. Follow me on Instagram as well at Delaware underscore Inc. And I'll throw those links up in the description as well. And also to place your order as well, uh, Delaware.bigcartel.com in order to place an order. Yes, $25. Those are how much the
And
shirts
thank
are.
you to everyone that has already placed an order. The orders have went out this week, so you guys should be expecting your shipment. Hopefully, sometime next week. You guys know with the Christmas rush and
Yeah.
everything. So listen, everything is real, but the orders have went out. Again, thank you guys so much for your support. Listen,
Yes.
we're gonna go ahead and get into our first hot topic. Oh my Lord, this has been a year, so much to talk about, so much to. So, what do you guys think about this? Now, I just saw this. This is just something I saw on another page. So they're saying that Kobe Bryant, his wife, you know, her mother is suing her for, I believe, $5 million,
Mhm.
$96 an hour back pay for her watching the kids, and she wants her to buy her another house, and she wants her to buy her a truck. So my question is, do you think that that's fair? I mean, do you think that's the grandmother? So should grandparents be charging, to babysit the grandkids, or is this lady just doing a little bit too much? Is she just doing that because she know Vanessa got that money, that policy probably done cleared,
Mhm.
and now she like, yeah, well, you ain't gonna be sitting up here living house to hog and ain't gonna give me none. Listen, I won't pay back them every time you brought them kids over here. I want payback, because that's essentially what the mother is saying. She wants Vanessa to pay her for all, allegedly, pay her for all of the times that she's babysitted the kids throughout the years. So, how do you feel about that? How would you think? How would you feel if I told you whenever you have some kids, I'm charging you for keeping them kids? You know,
I just saw this on the news recently. So now, me personally, I don't want you to take this the wrong way. When I heard about
I'm gonna
this
take it the
and
right way since you
I
said it
saw the
like that.
lady, I was expecting her to probably be like in a healthcare facility, trying to get better and stuff like that. But when I saw her and I saw that she was asking for money, I'm like, oh, well, was she dead serious? I'm like, oh man, this and flip the script. This can turn into something different. I'm like, wait a minute, that's your daughter. How are you asking? How dare you ask for money? And she is sitting up here going through a rough time right now. Like, how dare you do that? Like, hey, she gonna get to you in a minute. She ain't forgot about you. You luckily she ain't put you up for adoption or anything like that.
But
She done lost her husband, lost her daughter, all of that. She got all that going on, especially COVID. That's and on top, just double stack. Everything is double stacked on top of her, and then here you go, gonna fix your mouth to say that you want some money. You know what? Uh, that's just
But you know what the
ridiculous
crazy
to me.
part is it doesn't matter who you are. Money, when people die, money brings out whatever people already are. Money brings out a bigger whatever they already are. And it's very unfortunate that she's doing that, because again, how many times have we saw, even on a lower level, how people clown after people have died and they found out that
Man,
it's an insurance policy. Baby, these folks are going to cut up over some insurance. Now, here's the thing: you wasn't there with the person before they died. You wasn't there seeing after. They couldn't even get a phone call from you or return text message. But as soon as they cold carcass hit the ground, no, before they even in the grave, as soon as that doctor put the time of death on the death certificate on the paper, these folks are fighting over this insurance money, and it's really, really, really a shame. And it's like, you know what? We as people gotta do better. Here's the thing, lady. That's not your money. If you wanted money for keeping them kids, guess what? You should have charged them at the time when they dropped them kids off.
hmm
Now listen, Kobe, I don't mean no harm, but you're gonna have to run me my money before you leave these kids here. That's what you were supposed to have been doing. Don't wait till now he dead and gone. Now
Mm-hmm.
you want to go charge him back. I would throw that
Right.
claim right out the court because here's the thing: I'm gonna charge you. But I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna charge you. I'm not gonna be going doing all this
Mm-hmm.
secretive stuff, charging you now, waiting till he dead. Now you want to go back. How you come up with the figure $96 anyway? Where you get that number from, lady? Where did that number come from? Again, you should have had him to run you in. I have my leg up. Kobe, I mean no disrespect, but run me mine. Run me mine for each one of them. Run me mine right now. But I'm paying for the house. Run me mine. Run me my cash before you leave them. Now I would feel better about that, but don't go behind my back trying to sue me. I'm letting you know up
Mm-hmm.
front. I
Right.
charge. This is my fee. I need you to run my money, and I need you to bring them their snacks, their pajamas. I need to have them already washed up so they can get in the bed. The little one, you know what? You may have to send this one somewhere else till she up and able to walk and fix her own oodles and noodles and her Vienna sausages. You can take that little one with you. But these other two, they can stay. But before anybody get in here, I need my cash. But don't come at the last minute. So I'm not
Mm-hmm.
mad because
Right.
she's asking her for some money. I ain't that ain't the problem. It's how you doing it. It's
Right.
now after the
Mm-hmm.
fact. You can charge her whatever you want to charge her, but you should have did it at the time of service.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Right.
provide the service and then now you all up in your feelings. Cause see, that's all that is. Well, I'm gonna try to from since I first started watching them. Listen, lady, goodbye. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. Listen, she just want to go get some more Botox injections and all this other stuff in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
no, 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 no. You moving wrong. Like I said, if you want to charge her, I have no problem with you charging her, but you gotta charge her beforehand. Don't
Oh,
wait till now he dead and gone. Now you want to show out. Now you know she got that money. That's all that
right. I
is.
look at it this way. I'm like, we talking money wise, like, but did you put in did you put any money up for the funeral and stuff like that? Because if you didn't, you ain't getting nothing.
No,
You ain't
she
getting
wanted
in, you in.
because she feel like she entitled to it. And that's another thing too, is some people when these people pass away, you feel like you entitled to some money from the deceased. If you ain't never did nothing for
Like
these
you
folks
ain't
and
getting nothing. You don't
you
deserve
ain't
nothing.
have no type of relationship with these folks, don't go with your hands out. And I just hate to see people fall out over
Over
money.
money,
But you know
yeah.
what? A lot of times people don't really be right. Some people don't be right. Like when you loan people money and then they get amnesia, acting like they don't remember that they owe you money. Listen, it's about to be a brand new year. So
Yeah.
we definitely have to do better. So if you are a person that somebody has loaned you some money, don't play games with people money. Pay these
Right.
people back.
Hmm.
Pay these people back because that's the worst. I hate seeing that. You owe somebody money, but now you can't afford to pay them back their little $50. They 50 because now it got to be little. When people get mad and because you got to
Yeah.
pay them, I'm gonna give you your little $50 where it wasn't little when your raggedy behind needed it,
Yeah.
but now
Right.
you got to pay me back. So now did my $50 did it stink when I gave it to you? Did my $50 was it funky when I gave it to you? Because if it wasn't
Mm.
funky when I gave it to you, it shouldn't be funky right now. You know what I'm saying? So give me the same smelling $50 bill that I gave you. Give me the same back. Respect my money, respect my time. But I hate that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about people borrowing money listen, it will
Hey, I've seen
cause
it. I've
you to
seen it. I've
fall
seen it
out
all.
with it's man, family and friends. And I said, you know what? I have to do better because I have definitely lost some close people in my life because of some money. So it's like everybody they talking to you and they all, everybody all up in your face and they know how to text you and all this and that. But the moment you get them that money, it's like they fall off the face of the earth. You like, wait a minute. Okay, so we was cool. So then they had a nerve to catch an attitude with you because
Right.
you want your money back. So I'm like, wait a minute. So I was all
Man, I'm gonna
ecstatic.
give you though your $50, man. If that's what you call me for.
Right, right, right.
Man.
Man, I'm just like, oh my goodness. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. It's like people will take you there over money. They money. It's like how you get an attitude like, so did you not? prepared to, pay me back. You got the key.
I think they get the word borrow confused. They believe borrow means you can keep it. You ain't gotta pay it back. I think they get that really confused in this generation. That's why most of them get amnesia and like, man, what you mean $50? Oh,
I don't remember
I
when
don't
you
remember
gave me
that. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't remember it now, but you remembered it, when you was in your time of need and you needed it. So don't do you all. We got to get better at that. Let's not be falling out over no money. If you don't have no intention on paying a person back, at least be man or woman enough to say that, you know what, I don't have any intentions on paying you back. So it just is what it is. And what I've learned is do not borrow more than you can afford to lose.
Right.
If somebody asking you for $100, especially now, you are this gonna ruffle some feathers because this may apply to you. But if you know that the person ain't good for $100, don't loan them no $100 because it's just a headache waiting to happen. You just waiting. You listen. You are just raising your own blood pressure, okay? Because you know good and doggone well that they are not good for $100, let alone $100. I'm gonna probably give you 20, 25. You got the because I'm not gonna be the only one have an attitude with you when you don't pay that money back. I'm just not. And I get so I can be really kind hearted, but then it's like when you don't try to play me because I'm like, you play me, I simply let them know. Listen, if you don't give me my money back, that's it. I'm not chasing you. We tell people this.
I've heard numerous of times.
You call me and ask me for something and you don't run me what you already owe me, just know that upon receiving this, that's it. If you don't pay me back when you said you were going to pay me back, this cannot, no. But here's the thing. We're going to be cool. I'm not going to cut you off. We're going to be cool. I'm going to still talk to you. I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to do any of that because you're going to ask me for something else. And I'm going to have to take you back down memory lane. No. It's yours. And it's over with because now you prove that I can't trust you. You fall out with people, family and friends over money. But
you be like
and it's like I really think that it's more so the principle of you can have it and I don't want you to pay me back. Don't be, well, she ain't got no babies over there to take care. I got all these kids to take care. Your fault. I ain't got nothing to do with how many kids you got. You knew how many kids you had before you asked me to borrow the money. So now you want to put your kids on me. And you are okay. I'm talking a lot of trash, but I'm a sucker for that. I swear I'm a sucker for them kids. I'm just like, that dog, and you know what? And then I get the blocking folks because I don't want to talk to you because now you don't use them babies and that babies don't deserve. Treat people how you want to be treated. But as for Vanessa mother, ma'am, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave that girl alone. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families. One conversation.
She my body, I'm a glide and always down to ride. Let's not get it twisted. Gotta be a freak. My woman in the street. Gotta throw up in the bedroom. Ain't no limitation. Can we do it grown folks? You know how to climb on top and then ride it like a rodeo. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, now that's my type for sure. She saw some in bikinis, plus she fat and booty. She gotta compliment my style, that's how I do it. How much do you love her? It's gotta be something about her that I like. How much do you love her? I need to feel something special when I stare in her eyes. How much do you love her? I'm very picky when it comes to my life. But when I choose her, I'ma spoil her for life. Said it's now, so choosing love. Now I can stand the jealous side. Cause I don't do the drama. Oh no, I'ma choose you. I'd rather make love to relieve that energy. Oh yeah, she gotta know exactly what love means. And when I show affection, she receives. I'm a still to your lover. Cause yeah, I got a lot to give, but I'm too grown to play the game. I don't even entertain. Please don't get it twisted. Take it to the bar, then she move her body. Baby, just gotta turn me on. Oh yeah, now that's my type. She's saucy in bikini, slush it back and compliment my style, that's how I do. I'm a true lover. It's gotta be something about her that I like. I'm a true lover. I feel something special when I stare in her eyes. I'm a true lover. I'm very picky when it comes to my life. But when I choose her, I must fall off in line. Say it's time to choose love. Are you the one that I've been searching for? The type of girl I visioned in my dreams. In my dreams, babe. Are you the one that makes me happy? So happy. Yeah. The one that makes my life feel so complete. So complete. Can you satisfy my sexual desires, baby? Baby, can you? And can you be the one that's always in my fantasy? Baby, can you? Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, now that's my type. She's saucy in bikini, out of that I like. I'm a true lover. I feel something special when I stare in her eyes. I'm a true lover. I'm very picky when it comes to my life. But when I choose, I always fall off in line. Say it's time to choosing love.
Welcome back to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay, and sitting next to me, we have my honorary co host, NIU Drumline member, senior class of 2021, CEO of Delaware Inc., Amir Dale. Hey, Amir, how you doing?
How you doing, Ms. J?
Good, and you?
I'm doing great.
Good. Guys, listen, tonight, also place your order today. And for those that have already ordered, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Those shipments have went out and you will receive them sometime. Follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Guys, listen, our next hot topic. Oh, can you believe 2021 is it's right there. It's like it's knocking right there at the door. You're gonna blink your eyes and listen, it's here. Like 2 weeks,
I can't wait.
and we are in 20 his finances. So he has a spreadsheet for all of his expenses. And so he has a certain amount allotted for a date. And so he stated that, he was dating this, he was, starting to date this young lady. And so they went out on the first date, and he's like, they had a really good time. And so he said that, for the next date, she requested somewhere, specific that she wanted to go. And so he told her, okay, you know what? Let me get back with you. And he said that he had to go. He didn't agree to the date to that. Told her that, you know what? We can go out, but we can't go out here because it doesn't fall into my budget this week, maybe a couple of months. So he's wondering, okay, was he wrong for telling her that he has a budget for dating? He's like, listen, I'm single. I'm a single man and I have some things going. He's like, I want to take women out and have a good time. However, I have a certain budget set aside specifically for that. And I'm very strategic and focus on the things that I want to accomplish. So he wants to know, was he wrong for telling this woman that he had a budget? What do you think about that? And would you tell a woman that you have a budget if she requested to go somewhere that was out of your range at that moment?
Well, that's rule number one. You should never tell nobody that, because then they gonna figure that you broke and you ain't got it and stuff like that. You can't you ain't got no bread to go on no date. So that's one thing you should never do. That you should never tell a woman that you on a budget and stuff like that. Too, I mean, it's good that he have it and you can't like do a specific place. Like then right off the bat, she not for you because like it's like yeah, she picked the place and she want to take yourself there. Like the guy can't. If he says he can't do it, he can't do it. So like, what's so wrong with that? Why would you get mad about that? Heck, if you want to go there, like I said, go there yourself. I mean, if the guy can't do it, he can't do it.
And that is a great point. And again, I totally agree with what you were saying, Amir. Here's the deal. Like if you're dating, my thing is this: don't sit up here and try to go deeper in somebody's pockets than you're willing to go for
For your
yourself.
own, yeah.
So if you what you getting an attitude with him for because he's saying that it's not in his budget to take you there. That's a great thing. I mean, like that, you know, he's got his head on straight. So it's like that means that if things did get serious between you all, you wouldn't have to worry about home. The lights are going to be on. You know that when you get
Hmm.
home, there's going to be food in the refrigerator.
Hmm.
So all you can do
Yep.
is respect that. Plus, he was like, he didn't have it this week. Maybe y'all could go next week. So what
Right.
was wrong with waiting for the next week? Or what if he was just like, you know what, man, this is a restaurant, and he's like, okay, we're dating. So this is like the second, second or third date, and he's like, wow. So then after
Who goes
that,
on an expensive date? Who does that? It's like y'all not even y'all ain't even y'all not even together. So it's like, what are you talking about? You want to go to an
wrong
anniversary
days
and stuff like that? But
for
I'm
the
like,
meal.
for a second date, no.
Even for a first date, like my thing is, and you guys, let me know what you think about this. But when you're going out on these dates and you're ordering food and things of that nature, ladies, do you order like the most expensive thing on the menu? Or do you order something? Are you considerate when you're ordering things? Are you taking this into consideration how much you're spending? Or do you not care about what you're spending? Do you have the type of attitude where you're saying, you know what? Please, this ain't my stuff. So this ain't my money. I'm gonna spend his money however I want to. So
Hmm.
it's like, man, I don't even look. I don't even care. Like this is this old boy money. I don't even care. I'm gonna go order up whatever it is that I want. Or do you take into consideration, like, man, this man do have some other things and some other
Hmm.
responsibilities, or are you just gonna go all out? Because here's the deal: I always try to be moderate. Like I try to respect, because here's the thing: if I really wanted whatever it is that bad, then what I feel like, what he should be responsible for paying for, then I'm
Hmm.
gonna offer it. Now, if he insists on which they most, I have not had anybody say, "Oh well, no, you can't get it, you can't get," I've never had that, but I'm always mindful, even though you have it, or
Hmm.
you may think that, yeah, I'm
Hmm.
going
Yeah.
out. Please, I've been dying to get to this steakhouse and all this and that. I've been dying to try their wine here and this. Go yourself. Like, I
Right.
mean, I can't listen. My company is too valuable. I am not about to go sit somewhere with somebody that I don't have a good time with, or I'm generally not we're just not vibing just to get a meal. No, I don't. I'm not that hard. And he looking like a month. No, you can keep. Listen, let me.
Really?
You can keep your money.
See that?
You can take, so I just have a whole lot of I don'ts. And so I'm not really extra in that area. But I will tell you where I'm extra at with my coffee. With my coffee. So that's like my favorite beverage. And I
And
get
I
a
tell
little,
you, she could drink that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Y'all ain't got to worry about nothing because this is all that she. This is all that she does right
and that's
here.
and that's all I need.
Only thing
So
that keeps her happy right here. See?
so it's coffee. So it's like, and so, it was a really lucrative business. And
Mhm.
so then she decides to text him after she saw him on TV. You know how they be like in a negative way, but he was just like, he just ignored it and kept it moving because
Yeah, I
again,
did the same thing
she
too.
wasn't for him. It's like, and you have opportunities. We gonna be real. You got people that are opportunists and they
Me.
just want to ride another's coattail. And it's for the fellas. I do feel bad for y'all a little bit, but y'all gotta, you gotta watch. As they say, you gotta watch as well as pray, beloved. That you don't trust a big butt with a smile. You
Mm.
get distracted by it. You get out there, you like, man, I'm gonna take her out, and she's sitting there before you, and her quadruplets, they just sitting out there. the lobster, all this expensive wine and them drinks and stuff.
Now, man, if I ain't order none of that stuff, I'm gonna fix it for you. I'm gonna divide it. So I'm gonna pay for my stuff, and then I'm gonna look at the receipt, and I'm gonna be like, okay, so this is your stuff. You got 3-4 items on here. So how you wanna work this out?
Even if you invited her out on a date, you're gonna have her to go Dutch.
Yeah.
Well, that's only if she
got a salad and some iced tea. And let's see what you got. You got a shrimp. You got a steak, which still blood is still coming out of it. Still, and you got a cherry wine. You had 2 of them. So okay, that's about. Hey,
So you're not gonna at least pay for
no. Mm-mm.
Why not?
Hey, because if you obligated to buy all of that stuff and you know dang on well that you can't get it for your own self, hey, you pay for it yourself. Don't pull
So
that with
that's
me.
just a rule of thumb, like guys, like let's just, be dealt with that. He was kind of on the frugal side. He was like a little bit too frugal for me. Now I know I can be kind of frugal sometimes, but he was too frugal for me. So I was telling him, the chain restaurant that you and I used to like to go to, where they had the special fries. And I'm like, whoa, hello. Yeah, no, it's not that type of party, bro. Like, I mean, this is like not my favorite place. My
Right.
sign for the time being, not saying that we have to go, eat it all up or whatever, but I am used to some nice places. Again,
Right.
I don't eat a lot of crap, but you're not gonna sit up here and have me somewhere where you got all these little kids running around, jumping across tables and stuff, like calling their family, you moron, Billy, you stupid, suck on an egg. We're not gonna be dealing with all that, okay? So I can respect that. I can totally respect that, but we gonna have to move in a different orbit. You're gonna have to, move with somebody that's gonna wanna always do that. We can do it occasionally, but we're not doing it all the time. You're gonna have to be a little bit more creative with what it is that you're working with. Guys, listen to the Jaye Spot,
Oh
where we
yeah.
are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
Felt like we were on the same page. Led me to believe we'd be together someday. Face I'm calling the days you play pressure me. Yeah. I'm in too deep, my feelings keep getting stronger. Is it all in my head? Your actions showing me different. Don't expect me to be faithful without commitment. You talk to who you want while my heart's involved. I'm secret, not your one and only. It's really killing me that with you I gotta share. I don't like what you do to me, baby. Why can't you be fair? Me only, we discussed this. Let's just stop wasting each other's time. Let's stop wasting each other's time. You know and I know this don't even feel right. Do you even love me? Your actions not showing me. I don't like what you do to me, baby. Why can't you be fair? Me only, we discussed this. Let's just stop wasting each other's time. Let's stop wasting each other's time. Let's stop wasting each other's time.
Welcome back to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jai, and sitting next to my I can't beloved, and sitting next to sizzling sexy Simply E. I haven't mastered that part yet. I'm working on that. NIU drumline member, class of 2021, CEO of Delaware Inc., Amir. Hey, Amir, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Ms. J. How you doing?
Good, good, good. We want to thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You are just a ray of sunshine. I'm so glad he has grown into his looks, you all, because I'm telling you, I lost a lot of blood. Somebody give me some drugs. I don't went through all this, and this is what. But you know what? He grew into his looks. Now I can claim him.
It was gonna take some time. Yeah, all you had to do was just be patient with the Lord. He was gonna do you a favor. He did.
Yes, he did, because our page and like our page at the Jaye Spot. Follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Guys, listen, okay, this some bull junk right here. But I can't man or been around a man and you wasn't really sure about his sexuality. So, he's on it, you wasn't sure. So, is it ever okay, ladies, and have you ever done this? Is it ever okay to ask a man, is he bisexual? And fellas, do you get offended if a woman asks you if you're bisexual? Because some of these men, let me tell you, they are groomed and put together better than a woman is, but that doesn't necessarily, have anything to do with their sexuality. But then there's some that, you like, man, he is sweeter than some butter cookies, as far as in his demeanor. So is that offensive, fellas, for a woman to ask you? Would you be offended as a man if a woman asked you, were you bisexual?
I mean, I would ask her, what makes her think that I'm bisexual? One, and like take that the wrong way though.
What about you? Have you ever asked a man, or have you ever just like wondered about a man's sexuality that you kind of been hanging out with, or have you ever wondered about their sexuality and been like, man, I wonder, does he?
I've been on a date. This girl set me up on this blind date, and we went out, and it was a double date. Her and her guy, and me and her guy's friend. And so when I met him, and I'm just talking to him, and I'm like, this dude is so gay. He was either gay or bisexual. I know he went all the way straight. I knew that much. And she was like, I think y'all got along well. I said, what makes you think I like gay men? Where does it look at? I thought he was gay. He knew he was gay. So, and then like I saw him years later on the L platform. I played like I didn't know who he was.
So I've never asked, but I should have, because oh my God, like, so listen, my thing is this: rock however you want to rock out. Okay, you can stick it in wherever you choose.
Right there, that's stick
it in the socket, stick it in the drawer, wherever you want to stick it. You know what? Rock out. Listen, stick it in one of them choppers. I'm not judging you, because I don't care. But just don't try to stick it in all those places and then bring it back to me and try to stick it with no. So I'm just like, everybody saw his sexuality but me. And I'm like, you know what? Because it wasn't until I saw the exact proof. I saw him with another man and that's what made me like, oh my God, oh my God.
You didn't see how he was like,
he didn't do any of that. Like he did, he had
y'all kissed.
No,
we him trying to suck a little bit longer.
No, because we didn't kiss. We really didn't kiss. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't.
So did he like you more when you had your short haircut or your long hair?
I never was with
stuff. He was like, that's so cute.
You know what? I don't remember hairstyles. It's been so long ago. But my thing is, it's like, he did have some, extra, like he was always extra clean, extra well groomed, very meticulous about the way that he looked all the time. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I never really dealt with a man that did not dress to the T's, but it was something about him that was just a little bit, it was a little bit extra. And so I'm just like, okay, but again, that was And I'm just like, oh my sugar plum, oh my Phoebe Cates, so I'm just like, and again, I didn't judge him or anything like that. I'm just like, woo, I was just like, God, I dodged a huge bullet, and I'm like, you know what? I say if that's how he is, I'm like, rock out. And I'm just like, I'm glad that, he finally decided to live his truth, because I'm just like, everything happens for a reason. But, as far as me asking him,
do your facials and stuff. And
it wasn't love.
Like, I really like that color on you. And you was like, oh, this is so much. You're like my best friend.
No.
Because I was thinking about putting this other color on me. I mean, on you.
Right. Mm-hmm. So now, wait. So now, listen. So no. So the panties just reminded me of this show. It's on BET, where the dude now he hangs out in the gay.
Did you date a girl that wear boxes?
Wait, I used to wear boxes. Them things is comfortable to sleep in. Them things just be comfortable. You know what? I used
maternity underwear, which was so comfortable.
I like the boxes. You can just have that belly just hang all over them, and then it's like you ain't got to worry about your hoo-ha catching no fever and stuff, because your underwear be so tight. I don't. But that was a long time ago. He here now. He gonna put me away somewhere.
I am. It's gonna be soon. I am.
But listen, so speaking of bisexual, could you date someone that openly told you, listen, I'm bisexual?
Now I gotta compete with you, sucking John, and I'm like, and then John sucking you off, and I'm like, I'm good. And you go, no, I'm not. I might could be
committed to tea. I don't drink tea like that unless I'm sick. So pick one. See, that's what's wrong with the world. Too much confusion. Pick doggone it one. Coffee or tea. Just like with bisexuality. Listen, it ain't one. Pick one. I like both of them. Pick one. You indecisive spirit. Just pick one and just rock out and sail on into eternity with the one that you like. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
You want them to be free, huh?
Decisions. Because if you don't know what you like to jug with, then how you know it? It's like all your decisions in life ain't gonna work right.
You make them pick one, and they say, okay, yeah, dude, I'm gonna pick a chick. I'm with a chick. But then he tells her, listen, baby, I bought you this strap on. Could you just use this tonight?
See, you want to be with him?
So your man was like, Jay, I gotta surprise you.
I don't know if I could deal with him if he wanted to use it. I don't know how comfortable I would be with that.
You know what? As tricked out as it is. Oh, sorry. Why you gotta do this show?
I don't know if I would be comfortable.
See you. I can see you. Like, come here, because I can see. Because you said one time you was like, no, if you want to take it in my end, then that means I ran through all of it. You did?
No, because I'm just like,
I don't know, nursing his wounds, but I dumped him.
No, because I can't see him being my masculine hero. And then if he I'm just like, I don't know, because that would cause me to just think about other things. Like, okay, is he
fun?
They have all these kinky, weird fetishes and stuff like that, but no. Pick a side. Pick whichever side you're gonna be on. Just like with coffee and tea, choose one. Choose ye this day which one you're gonna do.
Choose one. Coffee and tea, they both taste good, so you ain't gotta do that.
Use a Lion Wonder. Use a Lion one.
I like both of them.
He's a Lion Wonder, you all. But listen, we're gonna take a short musical break, guys, and when we return, we're gonna get into our next hot topic. You're listening to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time. Guys,
brainstorm, hoping that you would come back home. I called me on the telephone cause I'm so alone. Walked around the house thinking of you. See, me and you hand in hand is how we used to be. The happy days, the times we shared. Without you, baby, it's so damn weird. Please forgive the things that I've done to you. I knew I did a few, but baby, I love you too. I'll take you to the beach where the wind blows and let the waves in the sand run to get your feelings hurt. So you wanna be loved by me. Hello, my name is MCB. Brainstorm. Want to get your feelings hurt. So you wanna be loved by me. Hello, my name is MCB. Now it's daylight, the sun's bright, my mind is clear. I can smell the breakfast that you used to cook, my dear. Some cold water on my face so I can come to reality and realize it's me. My mind is not at ease since you've been gone. Please come back, cause I'm so alone. P.S. Yeah, you know, been looking for you for the longest. Ever since you left. But now, I'm real independent, you know. Just laying back, chilling. But I wanna let you know you really thought about it every night, day. So, I came up with these words and have voice to mention them to you in the background, you know what I'm saying? But I really want you back. So come back as soon as possible. Cause I love you. Brainstorm. Want to get your feelings hurt. So you wanna be loved by me. Hello, my name is MCB. Brainstorm. Want to get your feelings hurt. So you wanna be loved by me. Hello, my name is MCB. Want to get your feelings hurt. Want to get your feelings Want to get your feelings hurt. Do you wanna be loved by me? Hello, my name is MCD. Brainstorming. Sincerely to get your feelings hurt. So you wanna be loved by me? Hello, my name is MCD. Yeah, kind of keeps me on the
Welcome
lines
back
to
to
blues.
the Jaye Spot, where we are. And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply E, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kitten. Hey E, how you doing?
Girl, teaching somebody's child. I'm good.
You look like you just numb.
That I need to give me some and I need to be a hoe. But I have been selling a bit.
Oh Lord, and that's good. How do you feel?
Actually, I'm not bothered. I'm actually pretty good.
See,
I'm like,
oh,
no, that's because when you was trying to do these celibacy challenges, I had a man.
okay, and I'm so glad you said that. We're gonna do that for 2021. Yes, we are. We're gonna go back to introducing our celibacy challenges. I know a whole lot of y'all was mad at me, but you know what? We're gonna go back to doing a celibacy challenge. I'm not about paying attention to neither one of y'all. And sitting next to sizzling, sexy, simply E, we have NIU drumline member, class of 2021, CEO of Delaware Inc.
Yes.
Amir. Hey Amir, how you doing?
How you doing, Miss J?
Good, and you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Good. So how does it feel for the semester to be over with?
Man, it feels really good. I can't wait to get on up out of that next year because it's over with. That's all I know. Once the spring semester's over and once next year August come, it's definitely gonna be over because I'm gonna be ready to walk that stage next year. So, man.
Well, tell everybody how they can place an order for your t-shirt.
Yes, go to delaware.bigcartel.com. I think that's how it is. And you can place your order there. It's $25. So yeah, also follow me on Facebook at Delaware Inc. All capital, and then follow me on Instagram Delaware_Inc.
And the orders have went out, so you guys should be receiving them
Yes.
sometime next week. If not, also follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled J.
They self and like, and them just, being the man who they am. They know what they want. They know they know how they are. That's why I kind of think as a high value man, somebody that doesn't like beat around the bush. Somebody that's, you know, that's how I kind of figure what a high value man
Now,
is.
what about a high value woman? Does it kind of mean the same thing to you?
It does, but it's like we all have different like values. So for example, for a woman, what a high value woman can be like, a woman that has like education. She could be like a nurse or like a instructor or something like that. She's making good money, doing this and that, and probably going on like a few days and stuff like that. And she get into that bag. That's what a high value woman is. She carries herself the right way. She is comfortable in her own skin. She this and that. She ain't got to change and try to be nobody else. That's what a high value woman is and a high value man. That's
So
how I
now let
think
me
so.
ask this. You all let me know what you all think about this as well. So can a woman that has more than one or has period, has kids, period, and she's never been married, would you consider her to be high value? Ooh,
Well, yeah, I will have. Man, that's a good question.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
she can be a high value woman. It depends on like how she is though. So like if she's never been married before, but she got kids, and like the way like she carries herself and like the way she take care of her kids and stuff. Yeah, she can be a high value woman. She own it and like she doing everything that she can for like her kids and stuff. And same for the men as well. If he never been married before and he got kids or whatever, but like he's taking care of them and stuff like that. Those are high value because they taking care of their responsibility.
what about you, E? What when you think of high value, what do you think, both men and women? What do you think? What is your definition of what makes a man high value and a woman high
It does. I don't think of that.
value? Okay.
I'd be lying if I say I did. If some guy said, "Well, I was high value," or they said about themselves that I consider myself a high value man. Okay, I just think you just got a big ass head. I
Right.
think your ego is just a little bit out there too much. Someone you've been stroking it too long. Someone else before me, you done stroked your value all in the same damn plane.
Right.
We're all right here.
And I'm with you with that. It's like when I think of a man, what you're in the upper echelon financially, but does that make you high value? Because just because you have money doesn't mean that you're better than
Doesn't
the
mean
person that really doesn't have any money. And I think that's where a lot of things we're going wrong in those instances because we're getting caught up. It's like we're getting caught up in so much superficial ish. That's why it's like relationships are having a hard time surviving because we're getting caught up in this superficial ish. Oh, well, marry her or this and that. Well, she didn't marry them either. So does the man lose value as well because he has multiple kids, or is he cool because he's
I
not?
think it on that level when they do have multiple kids, and that's on both levels. I don't give a damn how much money you bringing in or whatever. If you have multiple children on the female's level, and if you have multiple children on the men's level, your value is lost. And for people to say that those who do have them, you know, man, no, my value is not lost. If you have multiple children by multiple women or multiple men, yeah, your value is lost. It's disregardless. On one value that is a great thing. If you're a woman, you have like 6 or 7 children. You got different baby daddies, whatever you want to put it. Your value is high as far as men. You're fertile. That's a great thing.
Right.
You're fertile,
Yeah.
but your value is lowered because now you have allowed these different men, and maybe you were looking at these men to be the one to be your helpmeet or whatever, and they probably decided to bust and go, but either way it goes, it all falls on you now because you're stuck with being another baby mama. And with men who have multiple baby mamas out here, your value is, oh man, I wish I could curse. Your value is crap. It really is because you have all these children out here, and it doesn't matter if you are taking care of all these children. You still couldn't commit to this woman to make her just a whole woman. So it just it messages up both sides. It's just both tragic.
And that's so unfortunate again because it's just like, you know what? Yes, you have to be very, 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 very mindful of procreating, especially out of wedlock, because it's like the family structure, the family dynamic is just, shot to crap in today's society. But to strictly base a person's value on how many kids that they've had, if they've had kids out of wedlock or if they've had kids in a marriage, yes, that's a strong thing to consider because, again, that just means that, you know what, listen, they really didn't take their fertility. The man or woman that does not have the 6 7 figure job or whatever, does that make him more valuable or her more valuable? Well, no, it makes them have more money, but how much, what do you have to sacrifice, of your dignity? Because here's the thing, every man with money ain't a good man to be in a relationship with, or be married to, period. Just because they may be able to provide all of your financial needs and things like that, but they're beating you down subconsciously. They're tearing at your self. This good job, he got this good house, this good houses, vacation homes, and things like that. He can take you and the kids here and there and all this and that, but he's not treating you right. So is that really the value that you want to place in a relationship? Whereas you got a hardworking brother, and he can take care of you and your kids, and he's loving you. He's pouring into you. He's lifting you up. He's validating you. He's accepting you unconditionally, and you're accepting him the same. Would you prefer that? Because to me, that's high value. Does that mean that I'm of no use to you? Some people think like that. Some people think that money is everything. So it's like, really I got money. So what do I need you for? How would you respond to that if a woman told you, you know what, I got all this money, what do I need you for? How would you respond to that?
Well, that man, it's gonna be it's not gonna be a good reply. So I'm gonna be like, well, why you here with me still? So I'm like, look, there's a door right there. Bye, see you. That's
No,
what
what
I'll
about
be.
you, Eve? How would you respond if a man told you, listen, okay, I got you get sick. Can your money take care of you? Sure, it can hire you a nice nurse that's gonna come and do their job, flip you over, change you, and all this other. Because anybody that asks a person, what can you do for me? I can take care of myself. I can cook for myself. I can clean for myself. I can. No, it can't. Money can't make you happy.
It's definitely gonna be you. Yeah, they definitely gonna have to do that for you.
And money, like, it's so many people. I know so many dudes that got money, and it's half and half. Some of them they're happy, but then some of them they're not because they don't spend, their younger years hoeing and playing around, and now they up in age and they got that nest egg, but they're so scared to because the women they flocking to them for their money. So it's just like, what do I do? Like, what do I do? Like, I know I got good guy friends that got it, and we talk a lot because I'm just like, you know what? I'm like, man, I don't know what to, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you because as a woman, I'm thinking like, man, you done blew through so many good women. Now I'm just like, I don't even know what to tell you.
That's the funny thing. When you look over your life and you see your friends, whether it be male or female, and you see them and then they sit back and they may be single or whatever, or they're with someone that they really don't want to be with, and you know that you screwed over that one. Yep. You screwed over that one. You screwed over that one. How are you complaining? How are you sad? How are you mad at yourself? Even I've screwed over me some good guys. I have, and I'll be like, golly, he was, but that was like when I was a teenager.
Right. So do you have somebody that you regret like messing over like you should
have? Do he hates my guts.
Oh,
he hates. When I tell you he hates, how if you ever seen the movie Hook, And whatchamacallit says, I hate Peter Pan. I swear to God, this man hates my guts. Like he hates the ground that I walk on. He blocked me on social media and stuff. If if someone mentions my name, I think he probably take a gun and probably try to shoot me. He hates me. I'm like, golly, that was in high school. You still hate me for my
Wow.
He hates me.
Do you have somebody that you can think of that you can just like, what are you looking at me like? This one right here is a spirit.
No, I'm a good spirit too. But no, I don't have anybody that I regret. Nah, I really
You know
don't.
what? Me either. I don't feel like now. I do know. I will say this. I know that there's two guys that has hit me up that throughout the years, and they said that I was the one that got away or that they let go. I didn't feel the same way, but I did, respect the feeling, and I did respect the, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but I'm just like, you know what? When I when I'm there, I'm there. But when I'm done, I'm done. Like I'm not coming. No, no, because I'm nope, nope, no. It wasn't that I was cavalier about it. I was appreciative, but I wasn't receptive to it because I'm just like, you know what, man, I went through a lot, and I'm like, here's the thing. Never did I doubt. Listen, I'm dope. Okay, I'm dope. I know I'm dope. And see, a lot of guys they sleep on the dopeness for whatever reason. See, I'm the type guys try to put me on the shelf. I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna come back to you. I ain't done. I ain't done hoeing and playing.
I'm ready
but
to make you the 120 I want to play with, and I'm gonna put the rest of these
absolutely.
on the shelf, and I'm gonna come take you down.
And I'm just like, I'm like, here's the thing. Don't you know I recognize that? And I had to tell this one guy, I said, listen, you're not the only guy that does this to me. So you can stop it because I know exactly what it is that you're doing. So don't think that you got me on reserve, that you checking in every few months just to see.
I'm still there.
Right. I'm like, I'm gonna answer. I have no feelings towards you. I have no beef towards you, but it's done. Like this is a business conversation. I'm done. No feelings attached because once I get over the hurt and the pain, I'm good. I'm not gonna sit up here and bring it up. I'm not gonna sit up here and huff and puff and I'm not doing all that because that's not me. If you mess up over here, if you lose, well, you got a kid and you've never been, that's my choice. I'm not married because I chose not to be married. No, we couldn't. Listen, no, we couldn't. I've been proposed to twice in my life. I've accepted one proposal and then I called it off. So that's the thing. That's because I wasn't there and I wasn't with that whole situation. No, that was not the one that got no. But so I don't feel like I had married. Well, I could have. All I had to do was just put the dress on because I bought the dress, bought the look, got it. I was cute. I ain't born on, but I was like, "Guys, you gonna go here rock this wedding?" Like, right. I'm just like, so, and I'm not proud of that, guys. I'm not proud of how soon, because it was like 2 or 3 days before the wedding. So, had the marriage license and everything. Well, technically, you was married, but they never sealed it, and we never signed off on it. No, girl, please, that thing. I was like, let me take a hit for the block and blow this bad boy up. No, we're not gonna be using this right here. But what I'm saying is, when people say, "Oh, I'm single by choice," I can honestly say I'm single by choice. I let them like, whoa, there you go. We're gonna slide on away from this real quick because this ish ain't happening. And it was the best decision because I know that, the right situation is out there and I'm excited about it. So, guys, don't let people make you feel bad about the choices that you make for yourself. If you single and you happy to be single, own it. If you single and you ready to get into something, listen, it's gonna come because, guys, listen, we're going to talk about our topic for tonight. Because here's the thing, we saying goodbye to 2020.
2020 was,
Oh yeah.
God,
And we're
Oh yeah.
welcoming 2021. So goodbye 2020 and hello 2021. Now listen, I feel like it's definitely safe to say that 2020 has tested our faith. It's tested your mental capacity. It done tested a whole bunch of us. But guess what? We're here. From the COVID to the race riots to Trump to COVID to Trump, the vaccine, the riots,
Election.
the election. It's like we've been through. It's been a year. What a year!
This is you have some years that you'd be like, oh wow, what I do that. Everybody that is living now will remember 2020. You'll remember this 20 years from now. You'll be like, you remember 2020? And everybody's gonna say the same thing. I hate 2020.
20. It's 20.
Stimulus checks and stuff, all of
No
that.
one will get a tattoo. You know how they be like, established this. No one's not gonna get that shirt saying established in 2020. They're gonna say F 2020.
But you know what? With all that, guys, we have made it. We are
Yes, we have.
a week away from Christmas. We're 2 weeks away from 2021. And if you guys can see us, if you can hear us, you guys have a lot to be thankful for. Yes, 2020 has been, as the young folks like to say, 2020 has been for the streets. Okay?
Yes.
It has been for the streets. These young folks, they talking about some she's a savage and she's a savage bee, a bad bee. No, 2020 has been savage. 2020 has been a bad
It
bee.
showed out. Showed up, up, down, sideways, all of that.
Listen.
2020
2020
definitely showed its true colors.
2020 has been for the streets.
It's been a bitch. It has been a bitch. It's been an MSR.
It has been, but you know what? If you could sit back and think, has 2020, have you grown? Has this caused you to grow in any areas of your life?
2020 has been the pressure for a diamond. It really has. We've all been pieces of charcoal through 2020, and it's put so much pressure on us that I do like the fact that so many small businesses have erupted from 2020. So many newfound relationships, ideas have came out of 2020. I hate the fact that so many people have lost so many loved ones and stuff through 2020, but it's been so many inspirational things that have happened and so many memorable things that have happened through 2020. So it's just been it's been a roller coaster.
What about for you, Amir?
Well, I can tell you, good and bad happened this whole entire year. So I can't really complain. I can't really complain too much, but it was some good that didn't happen, then some bad and stuff. But so I can't really complain that much. I mean, it was a lot I was looking forward to this year. Then things just flopped upside down, which I was not expecting. But hey, that's life.
And see, with all those things that a lot of us was expecting to do, it's a delay. A delay is not a denial. So it's just like, okay, well, you didn't get a chance to do it in 2020, but if you treated 2020 right, and if you took advantage of that opportunity to stack them coins in 2020, 2021, you're gonna be all right. Because what you didn't spend in 2020, if you did the right thing, listen, you're gonna be sitting somewhere chilling in 2021.
And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing next
right,
year.
if you took advantage of the opportunity. So again, it was a lot to say. You know what? Listen, we gonna get stressed out. We gonna worry about all this. We're 2 weeks away from 2021. Now, I don't know about you all, but have you seen anybody making any posts on what their New Year's resolutions are going to be?
No.
2020, yeah. We still trying
Because I haven't really seen anybody posting, what's going to be, typically at
We
this
don't know
time.
what's gonna happen. We just waiting on the results. We just waiting to see what's gonna happen. There was this meme on Facebook, and there was this dude. He had the excited face, and then on the other part he had that face, and this it said December 2020 11:59. Then this part he was like it said December it was like December 31st, 1160 or something like that.
Oh wow!
Oh, we like,
Wow,
no, we don't need that. We don't
I don't
need
want to
that.
go to the king. I just want to go into the new year
Don't
and want to
need
go
that,
into the new
no.
year happily. So it's like with Christmas being next week, you all listen. Do not be out here stressing out trying to buy all this expensive stuff that clearly you know you cannot afford. Let me tell you all, please look, especially for these little kids. Stop buying all them great big doll houses, those great big cars and stuff. $400 remote control.
Like that. I thought my son was.
Them kids don't even take.
I didn't play with that. Cause see, I had him a
I ain't
power
never
wheel.
had one of those.
Man, and
before.
I sure wasn't gonna never.
The monitor too, like what I liked and what I didn't like. And she never knew if I didn't like it or not. Like I might not have played with it right away, but I was gonna get back to it sometime one day. And then I noticed the stuff was gone. She took it on back to the store, got the money back and everything. I'm like, you know what? Really?
Listen,
And I opened all of the stuff too. I'm like, how you gonna sit up there and take all that stuff back? And I see I've been wrong if I put all of that stuff in my room. Like I'm gonna come back to it later on. That don't mean I don't want to play with it now, and I'm not grateful for it. I'm gonna come back to it when I want to.
no, let me tell you also for y'all parents. Let me tell y'all what I used to do and was not ashamed about doing
I
it.
was wrong. I didn't like it.
He used to write his little Christmas list.
Yes, I did.
He used to. So back in the day, you know the little Toys R Us book, that big book used to come.
I would wish the Sears book and the Toys R Us book.
The
Listen, we
Walmart
had
book,
had realistic conversations in my house. So I'm just like, listen, come on over here, let me talk to you. He went through the page and be bookmarking and checking all this stuff.
Yeah.
Come on, let's have this conference because what we not gonna do, I say, so you see this right here, you can forget about this right here because that's not gonna be there. Okay, let me tell you this is not gonna be there. This is because the last thing, first of all, I was never one of those ones. You're not gonna put me under all that pressure trying to go buy all these $400, $500 cars and trucks and stuff. First of all, I've been paying tuition for him since third grade. He's been in a private school since third grade. So that is your Willy Wonka Tonka truck right there. You going to school in it every month. That's your Willy Wonka. So we're not doing all that. So I'm like, listen, this right. I'm like, okay, so here's the thing. This is some bull junk right here. So he write a list. I said, write a list, put your little stuff, and then we have a conversation. Now the rest of it,
maybe to write a list. A list is more than one item.
Then you need to know who your
book. I circle the stuff that I wanted. Then she gonna tell me I'm not. She ain't getting that. But hey, the older I got, I moved on up to the expensive stuff. I started wanting video games and stuff. I started wanting the little action figures and stuff, the little clothes and all of that other stuff. See the little toys and stuff, the little trucks and stuff. I don't really care about that no more because that was nothing. I moved on up, took it up a notch. I started wanting electronics and stuff, all of that stuff. See, when I was young, Christmas was good to me, but it got even better once I got older.
And the thing is, so for you, when you have younger kids, let me tell y'all let me help y'all. Because again, like I said, we had all this conversation, so I was just crossing out a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, I'm not even losing no sleep over. So we go over this at the beginning of the month, so you can pout and all this and that. So by the time Christmas comes, you got your mind right, and you ain't as disappointed. You're not gonna run up under the tree and think that, oh, she really did give me Rock'em Sock'em Chocolate Willy Wonka. No, because I didn't. Okay, so you already know not to, so you can have a whole month to be mad and pout and, listen, take it to the Lord in prayer. If he wants you to have it, then he going to work a miracle for you to have it. But I wasn't going to stress myself out about it. So I would get the little stuff that he wanted off the list and stuff. And then I would add some little extra things that I thought that he would like. But here's where I'm going to save y'all some money at. So he would go, they excited all for Christmas and all the little, it was only him. So all the stuff he knew other that was for him. So he'd open all his little stuff up, just take all the Christmas wrappers off, and he'd just get his little stuff, and he's so excited. But see, what I noticed is he was excited, but only for a certain items. So I'm like, okay, Christmas. Look at his face. Christmas. He take the toys that he really, I learned that he really liked, and he would take those toys and he would play with those toys. Then, okay, the day after Christmas tree. That following week, if that stuff was still under the Christmas tree, baby, I was taking all that stuff back to the store and I got my money back because that told me you didn't want it. And guess what? He never missed it.
You see the baby missed it. Look at him.
Until he got older and he realized that I started taking stuff out of his room that hadn't been open.
That's a grit spirit.
Right. So listen, your gifts had a time period with me. So if you didn't open this mix,
he monitors,
yes, I sure will.
what I play with,
Sure
what I
will.
didn't play with. Hey, I was gonna get to it eventually.
Sure,
I want to
that
enjoy the
listen,
stuff
I
that
need
caught my attention first.
and I needed my money back in my pocket. So I would take those gifts back to the store and I would get my money back. And if he came and asked me what happened, depending on what gift it was, I'd be like, man, please, I've been took. I'm like, how you coming in June asking me some stuff that I took back in January? Get out of here. You didn't want that. Oh, I just realized I can't find my boy, please. That been back at the store. I've been got that money back from that gift. So, guys, listen, you can do that and don't feel bad about it because I was not in the habit of giving no money away. I didn't have no money to be wasting. And you go around opening all these toys and then you break it if you want to. Break it if you want to and see what I do to you. But this year, when you have these little kids, listen, and even with the teenagers and stuff, don't be going out of your way. Like, this is truly the season to be thankful. This is truly, exactly, giving and being thankful because, again, we've been through so much in 2020. What are some of the things you guys are looking forward to for 2021?
2021, I'm looking forward to new opportunities, new experiences, and like just doing things I've never done before. Not drugs. I'm not talking about that. New opportunities, all of that stuff, and just getting back to hopefully resuming the way stuff was last year. Hopefully we can, pick up where we left off at for next year. Hopefully we can do that. I'm also looking forward to new music coming out next year.
Oh,
Yes.
whatever.
I'm a music kid. Y'all know that. I'm also looking forward to hopefully, man, getting back in the marching band next year. For my last year. Hopefully I can end that, perfectly and just man enjoy my senior year. That's what I'm looking forward to next year. And just blessings and stuff. That's what I'm looking forward to.
What about you, E? What are you looking forward to for next year, 2021? We are 2021. As we end 2020, what are some of the things that you're looking forward to for 2021? What are you looking for? Really? That they cannot hear what that is. What are you looking forward to? you know,
Is that better?
I don't understand nothing.
Understand that?
No, I don't. I do not. And you're gonna do that right in front
Just new
disgusting.
things. That's all. He said, "Oh my." Oh, new things. Just imagine Diane be like, "God, that's my mom." I have to watch this show like this. I don't know.
Naeem, I feel you on that.
Mom. But I look forward to just new things. That's all. New places, new opportunities. I stay in school, so I'm still. These military people quit playing with me. I could actually finish, but that won't be happening in 2021. 2022 look like but not 2021. But yeah, just new things and either I'm gonna get a new vehicle, I'm gonna get a new house. One or the other. It's one of the two. I really, really want the house, but vehicle's like helping you. You need me now, so it all depends. Just those new things. And just continue writing. I gotta finish out this rest of this play. I wanted to say something to Yvonne Santa. Yvonne Santa, go suck something.
Oh wow, that must be on your personal
Yeah, it's on my page.
and like so it's like for 2021, I'm definitely looking forward to, more creative things for us for the show, for Pillow Talk, with Jay, things like that. Also for the group and the pages. And also I'm just excited about the new opportunities that are, coming our way. And also my son coming out, graduating from college 2021. So, really excited about that. Just really excited about, the direction that, my personal life is taking. So I'm just really excited. Right. I'm just like really, I'm just like at peace. Like let me tell you,
What's going on in your personal life besides that?
when I tell you it's to have just peace and you're not worried.
You're right.
When you're not worried about nothing and nobody and just like you're so confident in what you got going on. You're so confident in who you are. It's just a different level. It's like, man, you don't need anybody to validate you. It's like the peace that you have when you have peace in your heart, peace in your mind, peace in your spirit. That's a whole different type of vibe. Like, man, I can just sit and just sip my coffee and just relax and just be thankful, not stressing, not bugging, not wondering what's going on over here, what's going on over there. See, that's a different type of peace. And I'm looking forward to more of that in 2021 because right now I'm just scratching the surface on that. But in 2021, I'm looking forward to walking more into that, walking more into my purpose, walking more into my destiny, walking more into my peace. And I'm looking forward to that. And you should be too. So don't worry about all of the ish that has happened in 2020. We're getting ready to say goodbye to this. We're getting ready to close not only the chapter, we're getting ready to close the book on 2020 because in 2 weeks, 2020 will be no more. So if you are fortunate enough to be able to close that book, be ready to write the sequel. Be ready to step into your greatness. Don't worry about who has something negative to say about how you live or your life or whatever. Listen, march to your own beat. March to your own drum. You cannot please everybody. Just focus on pleasing yourself. Focus on making yourself happy. Listen, it doesn't matter what somebody say. Oh, well, I don't think that she worked it. I don't think he worked it. Listen, it doesn't matter what they think. As long as you know, as long as you know that you're worth it, that's all that matters. What word of advice would you all give to people as we get ready to say goodbye to 2020 and hello to 2021? What word of advice would you give?
Oh yeah. Also, it's that time of the year. So yeah, get your block list. Yeah, get
Oh
that
man,
ready
I
too.
just blocked them. I
Uh,
just
yeah,
did.
make sure if people don't mean you nothing, if they ain't doing nothing good, positive in their life, hey, block. And I already know I'm gonna have to go. I got a whole list of people I done blocked already. I done unfriended and stuff, and I'm going right back to it too. So December thirty
God.
first, before when it's 11:50 now, all those people gonna already been gone already. In 2021, it's gonna be a whole fresh, clean slate. None of those people that I done looked at and worried about that I ain't gonna even remember their last name because they already gonna be blocked. I could show you who I done blocked already on here. Hey, I done blocked so many people. Yes, it really is. It's a relief. I tell you.
The block, but like that out that ass.
Who is this right?
And you got
Oh
two
yeah.
hands. You get one hand on it, two hands on it. Block, 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 block.
I
See,
haven't
this
really
is
had
my
to
turn
block
too. When you
anybody.
block somebody, you gotta look at them and be like, "Yeah, you owe it. Yeah, owe it." That's the term. When you look at, you gotta say they owe it because when they owe it, that means that's it. Nothing else needs to be said. They just
That's it.
owe it. Yes,
That's it.
that's the end. That means don't sit up there and try to go back and unblock them. Oh, hey, that's it. You gotta worry about them no more. They owe it.
See, I haven't really had to block anybody. I mean, I've been blocked. Why? I don't know, but I've been blocked. But
Hey,
I
family
don't,
members, hey, friends, hey, block them. Hey, 2021 is all about new
let
vibes,
me
new
see.
everything.
I blocked some family members back in 2018. That's because we were just dealing with a whole bunch of stuff in my family, and it was just like they was just doing too much. So that was like, I guess that was the exception when I block some people, but it's like this year I didn't, for the most part, I really don't block. I really don't block people. I mean, in a group that they got all these foreigners trying to get in, block them. But as far as on a personal level, I really haven't had to block anybody. What would you tell people as we get ready to go into the new year? What word of advice and encouragement?
Way, wash it on your
Do
body.
all you
You might need to
can
give
on
something
New
to some
Year's.
badass children to make sure they calm their asses down. If you don't want to give your children that ADHD medicine, marijuana is a wonderful substitute. It's okay. I don't mind giving it to you. Let me see your chat real
You
quick.
saying marijuana? I remember back in the day they was giving you the Robitussin or that Nyquil.
See,
Put
this
them
is
and been
safer. It's
yeah.
herbal. You ain't gonna worry about them getting drunk and high. They just gonna be a lot. They gonna be relaxed.
Give them some Nyquil so they can go to sleep. Like, but mom, they ain't even sleep. They not even sick. They make them sleep better. Make them sleep better.
Also, for the people that want to start drama and stuff, like he slept with her, he did that. Hey, lead him in the past too. 2021. Hey, don't you get on this train? You sit up, you still carrying that same stuff in 2020. Hey. This train is leaving and head to 2021. You getting aboard? Because if you are, you better get on now. If not, hey, you stay here. You stay here at this station because this train is going somewhere else.
I think, also complete whatever projects that you need to complete. We always will put on our little New Year's resolution. I'm going to lose weight or woo. Don't even put a resolution. Just say, I'm going to complete this. This is my goal. This is what I set out for. I want to complete these projects or whatever. I've been putting this off for so long, so long, so long. And I'm saying this because I'm saying it to myself as well. So, you be like, damn, I done knocked this stuff out. I'm finished. I'm finished with this project. I done knocked this project out. I done set up this up. I've done everything I needed to accomplish. So just go ahead and do it. Just be like Nike and just do it.
Absolutely. And it's just like thinking and listening to you all. It's like I summed up what I want 2020 to bring. Love more, laugh more, live more. And that's it. Like though that encompasses everything that I intend on. I'm not with you. That encompasses everything that I look forward to accomplishing in 2021. Loving more, laughing more, and just living more. Living more, living in the moment, just living for you, living for your satisfaction, laughing, loving to make yourself happy, loving yourself more. If you battling with depression and low self-esteem and things like that, and you worried about what other people are saying about you, listen, let that go. Love more. Start loving yourself more. If you got issues with people, listen, forgive them and keep it moving. Don't waste your time holding these unnecessary grudges because that takes away from the peace and the joy that you're striving to bring into your life. Laughing more. It's okay. Listen, life is too short to take everything so seriously. It's like you so serious all the time. You're judging this person, judging that, just sitting on the throne and just the throne that nobody gave you, but you just sitting, you find fault in everything everybody do. Listen, life is too short for all that. Laugh a little bit more and live a little bit more. If you wanted to go out of town or take vacations or treat yourself to whatever this nice dinner. Oh, I'm single. I don't want to go to this nice restaurant by my.
Yes,
You
I
better
Go
get
by
out.
do.
You better step
yourself.
out. Right. You better step out the mold
That
and
be the day you
go
gonna be
and get it
single
for
when you go to that
yourself.
restaurant. 'Cause it's gonna be somebody else that's single that thought the same thing, and now look at it. Y'all done it's too crowded. They're gonna have to stick you two together and
Absolutely,
look at God.
absolutely. So
Man,
stop
what
waiting on
that
other
is doing.
people to make you happy and make
So
yourself
bad.
happy. Stop focusing on what you don't have and start focusing on what you do
Yeah.
have. We've been through too much in 2021. We're saying goodbye
2020.
to it. 2020. We've been through too much. We made I hope we don't go through our one.
Girl,
We're looking forward to a bright
you gotta
2021.
travel,
You know the
So
explore.
grudges and stuff like that you just said too. Yeah, I'm actually trying to work on
yeah, I'm
bridging that
working on those.
too.
I'm working on
Cause you
those too.
already
I'm working
know,
on yeah.
the people.
Yeah, I'm working on. I'm
You
working
already
on too. I'm
know.
working on cleaning some fresh slates. So not saying that it's gonna be complete by December 31st, but it is in progress, and it's just every day being mindful of. You know what? I gotta let it go. I gotta let it go. I gotta let it go, and not let it consume. Yeah, no, got not to let things consume you. So love
Hey, if I
more.
still gotta bring that same spirit with me too in the next year, hey, you never know. Hey, I
So
might
you
have
letting
something
it
in
go.
store
If
for
you
you.
got people in your life that don't mean you no good, sometimes you gotta let them go. Sometimes you gotta leave them in the past. And you don't have to hold a grudge on it, but you know what? You just gotta be like, you know what? You don't mean me no good. I gotta I gotta leave you back here in 2020 with all this other boy junkie that was going on. I gotta leave you back here. Sometimes that's family members, sometimes it's friends, sometimes it's love interest, whoever it is that you feel like don't mean you any good and they're not feeding into where you're trying to go. Sometimes you have to reevaluate those relationships. But guys, tonight we say goodbye to 2020 and hello to 2021. We will see you all after the new
Next
year.
year,
We will
yes.
see you all in 2021. So, guys, listen, take care of yourselves, love on each other, love your family,
More
do
life,
the
more
right thing, treat
everything.
people how you want to be treated. Treat people how you want to be treated. Let's bridge these gaps. Let's rebuild these relationships. Let's fix things. If you know that you did something to somebody and you owe somebody an apology, apologize. Listen, be the bigger person. Get yourself together. But 2021, we're looking forward to the best in that year. So, guys, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. This episode has been brought to you by Delaware Inc. Amir, tell everybody how they can get in contact with you and how they can order.
Yes, again, follow me on Facebook at Delaware Inc. All capital. Follow me on Instagram at Delaware underscore Inc. Yes.
All
And
right.
also, if you want to place an order, go to bigcartel.delaware.com.
And we'll have that link posted on our Facebook page. Do you have any closing statements for 2020? This is our last show for 2020.
Most fun is just like smoke and eat away. You just smoke and eat all the edibles away. That's gonna be a wonderful. You might be out for about two days. Two.
Listen, you
I might
could
have to
listen.
do something there before 2021 comes. Just forget about all of this stuff
You
that's
got to
been
forget
happening.
about it. You can forget about it naturally.
That's natural. That's
You
earth. It's from the earth.
listen.
Just
You be
gotta get
eating a
off of
whole loaf of bread and look. So
Why you
torturing
bringing
them
up old
kids.
stuff? That was
get off of
2016. You 2018. Something like that's
Like
old.
I'm eating up a whole loaf of
yeah,
bread.
then
Yeah, that bread
you
was
wake
delicious.
up in 2021.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
Rhonda, like good night. That bread was
But you
delicious.
guys, listen. We want you to love more, laugh more, and live more.
Increase your faith too.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, guys, listen, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good night. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. And until then, guys, we will see you all in 2021. If the Lord says the same, we will be back here talking with you fresh, new, hot topics, laughs, and being as good as we can and then messy as we can as well on the other side. But we will definitely see you all. So please take care. And until next time, please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the Jaye Spot. Follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Signing off 2020. Good night, you guys. Happy holidays.
Thank you for hitting the J Spot on intellectualradio.com.